What up, everybody? So, we have a lovely, exciting show today. Actually, I don't know if we should say lovely, exciting
Actually,
because
I
it
don't
just
know if we
started.
should say lovely,
But let's go
exciting.
ahead and
Actually,
get
I
this
don't
one
know
just
if we should
started.
say lovely,
But let's
exciting.
go ahead and
Actually,
get
I
this one
don't know
just
if we
started.
should say lovely.
Okay. All right. Let me start that over because looked like I was listening to myself. So, welcome everybody back to another exciting show. I'll About That Water podcast. We're gonna talk about these top three money tips, money habits that you should all know. Let's go. Alrighty, so I got too many things moving. How about this? I'm trying out something new. So you guys know how this thing works. When I'm trying out new things, things happen. And because I'm trying out new things, you guys get the full blunt of it all because it's just me. But as I said before, because I am trying out new things, this uh stuff like this happens. And the cool thing about it is that you guys get to see up front. So when I had new guests on and try and see how they operate and so forth, it makes the show flow a lot better. It allows me to play around and learn new things. So for one, if you guys notice, for those longtime viewers, you notice that my background has changed. Try to do a little updates here as I learn something new. What else we got on here in the background? We got so I tried this one without the money, tried this one with the money, just to try to see what's happening out here. Hey, what's going on, Andrew? What's going on? Um, thank you for joining. So we're going to try to get things going. It's actually pretty cool. I have my Twitch up as well, so I can start responding to those comments. I'm actually curious if whoever's watching on Twitch, if you can just kind of put a comment in. I just want to see if I can see it on my stream and I can post it up at the same time. So, it'll be pretty cool. Oh, well, thank you, Andrew. So I'm trying out a little something new. So let's do this. So after you hear the intro and so forth, right? I was gonna start throwing this in there. See, whoops, not that one. To try out my other intro because I wanted to see if I could start using this on my lives. So let me know if you guys think about it.
Welcome to the About That Wallet Show, where building strong financial concepts, strategies, and behaviors has never been so easy to comprehend. Now here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
See, nice, short, and easy. And I was thinking about doing that as the intro just to kind of, make things a little easier. And so let's see what else we got here. One of the things today's topic is talking about these three money habits. But man, have you guys been watching the news lately? Like, it's been ridiculous around the financial space, especially with Facebook. If you guys been following Facebook, they're right after the announcement of everything, the market just took it straight down to the bottom. Like, not straight down to the bottom. Let's just say it was at 135 at closing. After hour trading, it went down to 110. So, whoever was planning on enjoying that middle of the week, I don't think they're going to enjoy that weekend. But it'll be funny, like come Friday, it'll just do like a nice little bounce and come back up. So we'll see how that goes. But that was just one of the things that, if you guys are watching the market closely, for some of those people who like the fun ones. But also, I wanted to play around with something new because I just tried that. Got my stuff, and I think they have like some background music. I'm to try this. I'm not sure how this would be like to keep this as like background music because I actually try to find like background music annoying. But I think it's pretty cool for right now. So what I'm going to talk about is how having the what are we having? Oh, also what I'm doing for the show. So I'm gonna start this week. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start releasing my live shows on Thursdays. So if you guys want to start having your comments and everything like that, I'm gonna start releasing those on Thursdays. Shortly after it's recorded, I'm gonna download it, get it posted for the podcast out of the house. Because I'm having a feeling that a lot of people are talking about some really cool things, and it seems as though they are missing out on some of this information, especially if it's recent and if they need access to things. So, say for instance, when we had the guy on here talking about investments and NFTs and how popular that was, I want to start bringing that person in and having content like that going forward to be posted immediately. And then I have my pre-recorded shows, and I have been so busy. So my backlog right now is about, I'll say at least 12 to 13, maybe 15 episodes deep. So I got a lot of people coming on. I got divorce lawyers coming, not divorce lawyers, but divorce investigators, financial investigators. I got some more real estate coming. I have financial therapists coming on. I have people who, I mean, you recently just saw one of the fun episodes that I had talking about cleaning. And so those are the things that I'm starting to come up and bring out, because one of the cool things about having that is that it allows you as the viewers to actually get to experience so much that's happening. And I've been getting so much information, and I do not want to lose you all in that process. So I'm here for you guys, and if there's anything that you guys want to listen to or want to make sure that I have inside the flow mix, definitely leave me a comment, because I think that's one of the things that help me help you, because I have a lot of stuff in the background and I want to give that out to you guys. So let me know in the comments right now on some of the money topics that you guys think will be beneficial to you before the holiday. This particular episode, this particular live, will not be on the podcast because obviously I'm playing around with stuff, and I want to make sure you, the viewers, are actually getting this content right now, right here, live, because you know it's fun. Um, oh, if you look in the comments, I think I did keep one of my latest uh sponsors, not really sponsors, I'll say affiliates. If you guys are wondering why I don't have all my logo stuff, it is because I'm washed clothes. But I'm using the non-scented version. This is the scented version. And if you guys are serious, I think about giving these out away for free. Would you guys try these out for free? These are just laundry sheets. They're eco-friendly, and you get 60 of them in a pack. So I can actually give those away for free. I think I have enough Amazon points so I can get one of these for free to somebody. I can mail them out to you guys. The cool thing about Eco Breeze is that it's just one sheet, real easy. If you don't like washing clothes and you don't want to get your hands dirty, you know that leftover stuff from the liquid and it doesn't work. Man, this is a lifesaver. Um, so hey mom, thanks for joining. So this stuff is a lifesaver. I've washed at least 5 or 6 loads since I had these. So yeah, make sure you guys pick up a copy of this. I have the link inside my show notes. If you want to get some now, but I'm thinking about doing like a giveaway sometime later. I have to kind of advertise it and make sure everybody is joining and so forth. So make sure you guys definitely take advantage of that. One of the other things is that what else I got coming up? We got some really cool stuff. Okay, let's see. Sounds interesting. Laundry with 6 kids is like that would be, yeah. So Andrew, the cool thing about having these dryer sheets, I mean not these dryer sheets, these laundry sheets, is that you can just open them up and put them in there. So like the kids can have their own sheet. Let me open this one. I never opened up this pack. So you guys are watching me live right now. Open this up. I actually opened up the non-scented ones. So the non-scented ones are blue, and these scented ones right here are green. And it smells really nice right out the pack and everything like that. Like you can smell it through the pack. It's really strong. But the cool thing about it though, it's like I'm gonna show you the size of the sheets so you guys can kind of get a understanding of what it looks like. Um, so these are the sheets, pulling it out. So it's like really not that big at all. And in comparison, trying to get like a 8 by 11 size book. All right, so this is like an 8 by 11 size. It's not even that big, and this is actually a full load. If you have like a half load, I think this is 2 loads because you can actually tear these in half and actually save it. So it's a lot easier to deal with. And plus, if your car is funky, you can throw one of these in there and throw it inside the car. You're like, man, what is that? That smell? It's so great. So yeah, make sure you guys click on the link, get yourself some sheets. If you want to wait until you know, maybe when I set up a raffle so somebody can win these. Let's see. Oh, I've also been sponsored on a couple podcasts. So this is just catching up episode. I didn't even advertise this episode that much out there. So that's why you might not see some of the regulars on here because I haven't advertised as much. So that'll be interesting. So we got that. And let's see. I think that's it. As far as like some of the cool things that are coming up on my end. The Happy Meal stuffed under the third row. Yeah. You might want to. I think these sheets would actually hide that smell. And I'm sure that McDonald's is like funky. So um okay. Let's see. All right. I am going to start getting into the meat and potatoes of the show. You know, people normally come in here like late anyway, so let's go ahead on and talk about. Oh, also, if you guys ever want to send me stuff, you can always send me stuff here. Um, I don't mind getting gifts. Uh, you can send me anything. If you guys got things that you want me to air on the show, I mean, if you got like a branded shirt, I might wear one of those. I don't know. We'll see. Um, or I can always bring up a product if y'all just trying out. Oh, speaking of which, have any of you guys opened up your Etsy accounts from that Etsy episode that I did? I'll say about 2 weeks ago. Did any of you guys start that yet? Because I think some of you guys were on there. Because the cool thing about having that Etsy profile set up is that you're your own boss. You actually get to learn what it takes to be your own boss, to understand what it takes to create a product, advertise it, market it. You are your own boss. So that's the beauty of having your Etsy account and getting that going. So I might do a follow up episode on that. Just let me know if that's something that you'll be interested in to see how to start growing your Etsy account. Get tired of that music. Man, some of these aren't that cool. It's nice that they have the option, but I don't know, I like my own music. Let's see. It seems like I'm just rambling, but we're gonna have a good show. Like I said, I'm just trying to get some of my stuff together because we got a lot happening. All right. Let's see. Hey, you actually open up your account working on products. Let's go. So happy for you that you were able to do that. All right. So congrats on opening up your Etsy account, start getting those products in there. Um, and I want to see if I actually got any sales so far on my account. Let me share my screen so you guys can see this. Present screen. Because I haven't logged into my Etsy account in a while. Let's see. Actually, I haven't logged into my account since we set it up that day. And the cool thing is, oh man. So you guys remember you gotta have that 2-factor authentication set up so nobody actually steal your stuff. And it helps out with security purposes. So make sure you do turn on your 2-factor authentication if you're using a password and everything like that, which I typically do. But if you don't want a password, you can always use your Gmail account. Okay, let's see. Is this my actual profile? I think this is my actual profile. Huh. Yeah, this is not my business profile. This is what happens when you have too many profiles. I didn't realize I started this back in 2017. Wow. All right, skip that. Let's try another one. Let's see. I think I did this one. There we go. Shop manager. What I get? Ooh, I got 4 page views. And let's see, look at some of these listings. Still got the checklist. 1 in stock. I don't see any stats. View stats. 1 person visited. Hey, that was 1 extra person that visit using the Etsy app. They actually looked at it. That is really cool. So, like I said, talking about just doing this one time and the listing expires next year, right? But what I could do is, since it's already created one time, I just got to keep putting it out there. That's it. So, what I'm saying, make this easy money right quick. Hey, what's going on, Christian? So making this money right quick, it's really cool. So, like I said, I didn't do any advertising. I just posted this one thing and 1 person already looked at it. And that is pretty cool. Using the app. So the next thing, imagine if I did about, I don't know, 1 a day. So I'm going to do that as a challenge for you all. And I challenge you to join me in this challenge, which is to post at least 1 digital product a day. Let's see, for, I don't know, what do you think? Like every day? Can we do every day? I don't know. What do you think? 2 weeks? So it'd be like 14 digital products. Look at my calendar. Let's pull this over so you guys can see it. All right, so if we do, I don't know. So about the 23rd, right before Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do it for every day for the month of November. So it should have 30 products, 30 downloads. I mean, not 30 downloads, but 30 products by the end of November. There should not be any reason that anybody did not at least get 1 sale. All right, so I'm putting this out there public so you guys can join me. All right, so this is one of the things. So we're going to check out Etsy accounts every week, and I'll make sure I do that even when I have guests, because I want to make sure that we all in there. All right, I know I'm messing up the flow of my show, but hey, it's my show, so I can do what I want. All right. Now, I had a couple things set up, so we're going to talk about in the money news. Hold tight, you guys. Money news. All right, here's some of the top money news. Let me get some music so we can get this going. All right. Hopefully, y'all like this music. So, in the money news, we have the U.S. housing shortage is likely to get worse, experts say, because there's been decades-long housing shortage is climbing. And now, with mortgage interest rates soaring due to inflation, there is no end in sight. If you guys notice that the banks are actually giving out more interest. So, on top of that, we have Apple finally confirming that they're going to use USB-C charging. Finally, they're catching up with Android because it makes so much sense instead of you getting a whole specialized plugin, which is great for Apple users. Yeah, if you guys use Clorox, I'm not even sure how Clorox contain bacteria because it's supposed to kill bacteria. What something to think about. This is great. How much do you need to retire? Please make sure y'all check that out. It's actually interesting to see that if you're considering to need about 80% of your current income, you might want to change your lifestyle. And lastly, I'm sure you guys heard about this, is that Adidas has dropped Ye from. I need to put this on me. And the cool thing about this one is that, you got to make sure you watch what you say, especially when you get sponsors. So that's the reason why when I do my sponsors, I try to make sure that they are in good hands, like Allstate. Now we're looking at the last thing you need to know about the news. I think that's about it. Yeah. So that's it for the news side of the house. What do you guys think about this music and everything like that? I wish I could play my guitar on here. It'd be pretty cool. Anyway, actually, you know what? This thing does have a input for the guitar, so I could play my guitar. What do you guys think about that? That would be pretty awesome. All right. Okay, so that's it for the news side of the house. Let's go ahead on and move on over to what the topic is today, which is learning about those 3 lovely money habits that you need. The number one money habit that you'll need is one of the things, the reason why I started this show, is that you need to understand your mindset. Mindset is very key into the whole point of everything. Yeah, thank you. Y'all think I should play this back. So, understanding your mindset is one of the things that you need to understand. So, first off, you need to think of, well, what is my mind thinking in the first place? What are the habits that you already have that are causing you to think this way? What are the traumas that you currently have in your life that are causing you to think the way you think? What are the environment impacts that are causing you to think the way you think? I challenge you today to kind of answer those questions, write those out. What are those things that are impacting your way of thinking about your finances? That's the first one. Because when it comes to habits, I'm going to quote this because y'all be thinking I'm lying up here, just rambling off. I want to make sure I give y'all the good stuff here. There's and it's I love this book because this kind of helped me understand my habits and change the way how I move, which is called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Great book, by the way, if you guys are looking to understand your triggers, understand your routines, and then also your rewards. So let's see. Okay. I know I had it on here. I do apologize. I should have highlighted it when I saw it. And obviously I'm doing this on the fly. Let's see. All right, well, let me just read it through right quick for you guys. When a habit emerges, the brain stops fully participating in the decision making. It stops working so hard and diverts focus on other tasks. So unless you deliberately fight a habit, unless you find new routines, the pattern will unfold automatically, right? So I think they said there are three things that you can do with a habit. And I know he had it on here. I really feel bad now that I did not have that ready for you guys. Because there are really three things that you can do with a habit. You can either first ignore it, I know that much. You can act upon it, which means that you continue on to let it do its thing. Or thirdly, you can actually change it. And that's where the life hack begins. So, like I said, number one is the mindset, which is really understanding the habits. How did you get here? And really just take note of where you are today. That is the most important thing that you can do. That's the very first step that I highly recommend you do with your finances. Secondly, I'll put some of this background music because I think it's pretty cool. Secondly, actually, I think this is good for outro music. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. You don't need music. Secondly, I highly recommend as a habit that you need to do about your finances, and they talk about this all the time, which is to spend less than you earn. The holidays are coming up. You know the holidays are coming up. You know that Christmas is around the corner. You know it's okay to buy your Christmas gifts early, right? Start thinking about those people that you are planning on getting gifts for. Go ahead on and ask them, what do you want for Christmas? It might be available right now for sale, um, and everything. I have a feeling that Black Friday is going to be hectic. And I have a feeling that there are going to be some great sales. However, there are some credit cards that will actually refund you the difference if the product happens to go on sale. Yeah, we always talk about dating with the chat girls. They always coming through on my website for some reason. Gotta love them. But don't chat with the girls, you guys. Anyway, so let's see. We got those. That's the second one. The third thing and the last thing is to know where your money's going. And that's the third habit. And that's the third top trick that you need to learn about your habits is that, you know, nobody knows nobody should know your money more than you do. Yes, the IRS knows exactly where all your money is at. And they challenge you to say, you know, hey, I think my money's here. I think I have money over here too. Am I right? And then that's where the taxes be like, I guess. And then they'll just give you whatever you think you should get. And then they just pocket the rest. So those are the things I want you to kind of start looking into and how you can actually um, better yourself with these finances. I know I did this in like less than 5 minutes, but I'm trying to get things that I can actually chop up and reuse and everything like that. So I think you guys would definitely enjoy that piece going forward. One of the things is that let's see. Oh, did you guys get a chance to I'm curious. Let me rephrase that. I'm curious. What are your money habits that that you have that is not working that you kind of wish that you do better at? I want to know. Um let's open this up for phone calls cuz let me connect to my Bluetooth so you guys can take these phone calls. It's probably easier to talk to me than it is to um let me I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as a stream. So just give me a call. Um And the phone number is 833-699-2558. So go on and give me a call. I'll be curious to see what your questions are. There we go. I was wondering why my mic was so low. All right, can y'all hear me a lot better now? Is this better? Okay, I'd love to call in. Kids loud in the background. Hey, no worries, no worries. But just let me know what are your money habits that you feel is it's not working out for you right now. Okay, thanks. Thanks for confirming. Yeah, I had the volume down so low mainly because when I was setting up. Yeah, I've been okay. Being tired and grabbing fast food. That is a very common habit that we have to kind of change around. So, one of the things that I want you to think about when you're trying to change your habit is to think about. I'm actually looking over at my Twitch right now just to see if there's any comments that came through. Um, so, one of the things when it comes to getting over grabbing fast food and also being tired, let's take a step back and wondering what are the habits that you had before you go to bed? That'll be my question because you want to see about how you're starting your day. How are you running throughout your day? Are you taking a moment to finalize, write down all the things that you need to accomplish the next morning? What foods are you eating throughout the day? Are you drinking water? Speaking of drinking, I think it's time for drinks. Y'all ready for drinks? I don't have that many drinks, but we're gonna drink anyway. You ready? All right. My wacky sex. All right, look, I only got Amsterdam, so we're just gonna go with this. What are y'all drinking out there right now? I'm sure I wasn't ready for this because it's been a while since I played drinks. Let's see. So, Andrew, you say you do 14-hour workday without break. Usually, then the kids feel they have to eat more than once a week. Oh man, yeah, they gotta eat more than once a week, buddy. They gotta eat more than once a week. Just my buddy Jack. Oh, my buddy Jack. Hey, Jack always keep you warm inside, right? Just that one squig, and that's it. So, all right. Ooh, my mom's with the Stella. What it? Artois? Artois? Let's see. Every day. Yeah. So, I mean, you gotta have a sense of humor with all of it, because that's one of the habits that I had to pick up on. First off, when I was a teacher, and understanding that these kids are hilarious, but it gets you to understand is that you almost have to be bipolar about the whole process. You go in, you dealing with the kids in the everyday situation. Something will happen, right? They'll sit there and cry, and then they'll be over it so quickly. So it's just one of those things that you have to kind of think about how to navigate the world, and just you have to choose happiness. Happiness, nobody can take that away from you. You have to kind of choose that. Um, but let's going back to what you're saying as far as that 14-hour workday. Now, you say you got the four kids in the back, you got your 14-hour days, and I'm sure your lady is taking care of them throughout the day, and you just trying to spend your time. Now, Johan Owens, on one of the episodes when I had Fathers and Finances, he mentioned is that your child currency is time. So if every day you're working 14 hours, that we might have to sit down and try to figure out a better schedule. Now, if it's like 14-hour days, like 3 days out the week, and then you got the rest of the week and you gotta hang out with them, I mean, it gotta be some little sacrifices there. But obviously, you're able to make it here with me today, so I definitely appreciate you after working a 14-hour day and staying a little longer and drinking Jack to keep you warm at night, especially in this lovely October. So, one of the things about understanding is so much to unpack here to kind of get you from being tired. How can we help you out with that? So, if you're saying that you're working about 14 hours a day for 6 days a week, which leaves you only 1 day of sleep, isn't it like labor laws for that? Because I'm thinking about it, it's like, how are you able to stay on here for so long? Um, and one of the cool things about understanding what it is that you're doing, you need to first figure out, okay, well, if you're tired, then we need to figure out, okay, what are you snacking on throughout the day? What are those fruits and vegetables? Are you pre-packing your food? Are you able to pre-pack your food without stealing your child's Lunchables? Yeah, you're right. We do need oil. We do need oil. And I thank you, sir, for pumping this oil because these prices, man, I tell you. Um, one of the things that I think, hmm, in this like 6 months straight, you doing 14-hour days? Because I mean, there gotta be a break in there somewhere. 14 hours. So that means you must be bankrolling a lot of stuff. Um, and hopefully we gotta all right. So multiple people that came on my show, when I asked them the question, what does wealth mean to you? And that question, usually most people will say that they are looking into health. Health is wealth to most of the people that come on the show, which means that they were looking into having more time. They want the freedom to have more time and actually enjoy their lives with the money that they receive. Okay, 50-hour weeks. Okay, so that's like, let's see, usually most people work 40. Then so you're going from 14-hour days to 12-hour days. That's crazy. Okay. So yeah, we gotta get your eating habits right. Um, and I think once you not understand, but once you get your eating habits together, that should cut back on getting the drive through. I'm keep bringing this up for the 14-hour work day without the breaks because I want to make sure I answer your question. And also, going through with grabbing fast food. I understand the fast food is always there because that's why it's fast. It's easy to get to. It's cheap. I'll put the air quotes for cheap because it's low entry to get that product. But also, when you go to the grocery store, we all know the groceries only last like fresh groceries will only last about 3 days. And because it only lasts about 3 days, how can we package those products up so that you're able to actually sustain yourself for those long hours? Okay. Yeah. We gotta get you going. Um, okay. So how much longer do you have done for your degree? For those of you who are just listening and passing, Andrew has here, that's why I'm chasing the degree and looking forward to to the OPN being done. Okay. So the beauty of actually passing your degree. Now, as you notice, and this is common, is that most companies don't care what degree you have, just long as you have a 4-year degree to get inside the doors. Now, a lot of companies are actually changing that process. Now, Andrew had already started this process and going down the rabbit hole of the education process, or some people like to say process. Um, and going through that process, yeah, you get the degree. Nobody can take that away from you once it's there. The beauty of that is that nobody can take it. The other option, for some of you who have not decided on if they're going to go back to school or not, is that you can get a certification. The certification side of the house is that you can get certified within 30 days usually, if you have the study regimen set up, which means that Google actually has a program. Let me see if I can pull that up. For those of you who are looking to switch careers and looking into getting a cert within like 30 days, let me see if I can pull that up. Google certification. Okay. So I went to Google, right? And let's see if I can present my screen. And I'll remove some of these banners so you guys can see this. All right. So first off, Andrew, I want to say congrats on pulling that through off, like really pulling that off, because you got kids going to school and you're working 14-hour days, plus your study hours, plus somebody at home with the kids. Man, you're busy. And I do not know what you're going to do when you get all your free time back. I'm afraid of how amazing that you're going to be for your future self and your kids. It's going to be amazing. But for those of you who are looking for certifications, you can actually go here. Now, Google has some pretty cool things. So they talk about with no experience necessary, you can learn job skills even with no relevant experience, which is 1,500,000 in-demand jobs opening across the certification fields, the certificate fields. Then they also have that you learn at your own pace. You can complete the online certificate within 3 to 6 months. You can complete with under 10 hours of flexible study per week. Now, they are assuming also that you're going to work, but if you actually take time off, you can actually knock most of this stuff out in no time. And like I said, most of these are free. Data analytics, this is really big in most companies. Project management. I went to get my master's degree, and project management was the best class that I still use till this day. And having that is really helps you outline your business, how to outline your workforce, how to outline pretty much your life. It's really awesome stuff. Digital marketing and e-commerce. We just talked about this really with Etsy. I mean, granted, we did very little, but we did it. Trial and error. And that's the beauty of actually starting your own business or getting into it, is that you learn on the fly. And because they already have it here, you can actually take your Etsy store, which is free. So you're learning all this stuff for free. You can tell somebody like, hey, they'll actually like, well, what type of experience do you have? I was like, well, look at my Etsy store. This is my experience in doing digital marketing in e-commerce, because e-commerce just stands for electric commerce, which means that you're dealing with money. How are you getting paid? All this stuff is here, you guys. And this is just one of the bigger companies that um that will provide you resources. So when we talking about habits, study habits and learning the way how you like to learn is really important. Um and so let's see, let's look into this. I know I'm showing you guys some free stuff because I like free, and because it's about that wallet, we're gonna save some dollars and we're gonna make you some dollars for free. So this is actually pretty cool. Like say get started here, professional certificate developed by Google, that discovery, how to manage projects efficiently using traditional and agile methods. These are key words right here. Agile methods. If you look them on your resume and they say agile, you need to know what agile means. Now, if you guys don't know, we're just going to look it up right now. Meaning is what an iterative approach to a project management and software development that helps teams deliver value to their customers faster and with fewer headaches. So, in other words, you're getting rid of the bottlenecks. You're just trying to streamline the process. And that is really awesome. Or they say right here, marked by ready ability to move with quick and easy grace, and agile dancer, or having a quick, resourceful, or adaptable character, and agile mind. So you really want to learn and how to make businesses more agile. This is what project management does, you guys. And this is all free. Like you can go out there and learn this stuff right now. I actually might do one of these just to kind of see how easy it is. And learn a couple of these things because I'm like, why not? It's an extra cert that I can have under my belt and be more marketable for the workforce. Now, granted, yes, I do have my own business, but you never know. You got to keep your options open. And some people are like, well, don't have a plan B. You'll make sure plan A work. No, sometimes life happens. You get, hey, like Andrew got kids, or say if you get into an accident and you can't walk anymore. So your options change. But people can still do things remotely. Right? And then also on top of that, say if for any reason that you need to create an agile project remotely, you have this as an option. Okay? So don't feel bad if you're not there all the way. Don't feel bad if you don't have a college degree. Andrew is so close. Would I tell him to oh no, stop that and go ahead on and get these free resources? No. Continue that college education. You got a year left. Let's knock it out and be grateful. You can always pick up these certifications. But for those of you who are wondering about where to go, like I'm showing you these free resources all the time. You know what? I might have to do a segment. What do you guys think about that? Just have like a segment on free resources or free things to get you money in your pockets, like in a matter of months. Would you guys be excited about that? Because I have a lot of resources that can help you out. Now, also remember, so if you guys get a chance, check out the episode that I put out just on Tuesday called A Little More Clean. And the beauty of that episode is that she's telling you how to start your business while working for her as a 1099 contractor. And 1099 is just a form by the IRS. So you guys are informed, like I said, I don't like when people just throw things out there. I want to inform you guys. So when I start bringing people on to this show, because you follow my show, you guys are very knowledgeable when people come on, and I do not want you guys to miss this. So the 1099 form is by the IRS, and actually you can just go out there and get one. So it's just for miscellaneous income. Paid during the year, at least $10 in royalties and blah blah blah. So, or at least $600. Remember that thing about the $600 getting paid for doing stuff, like cutting grass or whatever. That's where this 1099 form comes in. And then you can actually just click on it, get your form. They tell you how to fill it out and so forth. So it's just a straightforward form. Now, on top of that, when you do a 1099, you also need a W-9 form. You need to make sure you know your forms, obviously. So your W-9 form looked like it was revised in 2019. This form here, you only need to fill this out once, I believe once a year. And this is something that you have to give the employer or the person that's contracting you out. You only got to fill this out because this right here is when they do their taxes. The person that's paying you need to provide the IRS their W-9 form. You as a contractor needs to fill out the W-9 and give this to the person that is contracting you out. I know I said that several times, but it's the same thing. So you can use either your EIN, which you can get those for free for your business, or you can use your social security number, which is used if you're going to do self-proprietary. Now, keep in mind, I'm just a random guy on the internet, so make sure you actually reach out to a tax professional to make sure you're filling out the proper forms. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware what's out there. So with the certification, you can go out there and say, hey, I can go out there and say, well, I got this Google certification in cloud computing and, in project management. And open up my business called Anthony Management. Anthony Project Management Company, LLC. And because I got Anthony Project Management LLC, I should call it Weaver Project Management. Actually sounds pretty cool. Or Weaver Management. I don't know. We deal with projects and everything like that, right? So I will go ahead on and fill this out. Say Weaver Project, blah, blah. We might be a S Corp, something, and all this fun stuff. And then I fill out, put my EIN, give this to somebody who's going to pay me more than $600 a year, right? And they say right here, in addition, use the 1099 miscellaneous form that directs sales of at least $5,000 of commission products, or buy or resell, and stuff like that. So, having all this, you need to know your forms when you start your business and so forth. Obviously, I'm telling you the business side of the house because some of you out there might have businesses, but also some of you might not know about these forms. And also, or some of you might be just thinking about starting a business and you need to know these forms. And also, now when I was talking about Etsy, this is just you seller to seller. This is not like building a business to business or business to seller type thing. This is just you like, hey, I can make some products. Here you go, whatever. But obviously when you start going over $600, you might want to start thinking about filling out some forms. Etsy is really good at letting you know what forms that they need filled out. So do not feel bad. Etsy will fully walk you through the process so you do not get in trouble. And Etsy does not want to get in trouble because they are providing a service and they are getting paid on commission every time something happens. So everybody gets paid. So just want to keep you guys abreast on that. Okay. Any questions about what I just talked about? Or any other resources or free resources that you guys know of? while y'all do that, I think I can play some what else I got over here? Some music. All right. So we're coming up to the last 5 minutes of the show. And I think I might make this my outro music. It's just kind of like nice and mellow and end the show because it's cool. All right. So I know we talked a lot about other things. Nothing that isn't cyber related. Andrew, you're funny. We can always talk cyber stuff. Yeah. So you said, I know you're looking for certs and everything like that, and I know that you were looking into some cool things. Cyber related. Cyber. Oh. For those of you who like cloud stuff, Amazon actually got free classes. Free certification. So for those of you who don't know, I do have a certification in database management, which you see behind me actually. It's my post-bac alert. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So even if you just, like I said, there is no limits on the free stuff. You just need to search, and that's it. So don't feel bad if you don't know. You don't know. And if you guys are looking to get into the financial space, there are free search. Oh, I'm up here talking about it and showing you guys, but not showing you guys. All right. So this is Amazon. I'm gonna go back to my search. So I searched AWS, which stands for Amazon Web Services, and I looked up free certification. So I did free certification 2022. They talk about their certificate and events. Look, they already on Twitch. They got some coming up. Let's see. This month is already going. They got some. These are the essentials. It's only 5 hours. These things are free. In cloud computing, everybody is going. Is giving away free stuff. Andrew, you said Azure has a few going as well. Yep. So let's check those out. I might start doing an ending the show with free resources, like free ways to make money. And speaking of which, I do have an affiliate that's planning to come on the show. Just waiting for them to figure out their pricing so I can dedicate a full episode to their product. But I do have affiliate link. I'll probably talk about them next week. So stay tuned next week. I'm going to make sure that I give you that resource so you can make some money throughout the holidays and recoup some of that money that you spent on your loved ones. Azure free courses. I didn't realize these songs only like 2 minutes. Gonna bring it back. Let's see. So Udemy has obviously free tutorials, but I want to go directly to the source. So they talk about their different certificates. Now their certificates aren't that expensive, and when I mean aren't that expensive, it's usually about $250 for their certifications, and they really aren't that bad. Let's see how much they charging for this one. So they tell you what the exams they need to take. Yeah, like $165. Most people spend that going out to dinner with a loved one. And, these are just some of the certifications that they have available. And also, as you saw, they have all the resources here. It might look expensive, look crazy. Like there's a lot going on here. But, Microsoft will work with you. They have a nice pathway as well. to kind of get you going. So I just showed you 3 resources if you want to learn how to do computer work and work remotely that are high in demand across multiple agencies, multiple organizations, shall I say, that you have this on your resume. They were like, okay, cool. Your price is your price. So you can come out after having these and say, you know what, I need, I don't know, 150,000 just because I have this cert. Or yeah, I think usually up to 150,000 with most of these cloud certs. And then once you get the CISSP certification, which is like a hour test, you got some time. You can pretty much name your price at that point, like 250, 300, if not more, a year. Now, keep in mind this is just W2 side of the house. If you become your own subcontractor, you're talking in the millions at that point. Because you get government contracts that usually last about 5 years minimum, I believe. Again, this is for educational purposes only. Please make sure you reach out to your financial advisor. I'm not certified yet, so that's why I'm a coach. All right, everybody. So if y'all don't have any other questions today, because I want to make sure I got each one of you taken care of, please let me know. If y'all don't, I'm gonna wait around because I noticed a delay. And with these delays, it's really bad, man. So it's gonna be forever. But the cool thing is, I will keep this episode up for you guys as a resource. So please make sure you guys flip back, check it out, and let me know what's happening. Like I said, I got a lot of things coming up for you guys in the next several weeks. Oh, and I want to do an episode on dating and finances. So if you guys are really interested in joining in that conversation, I think I want to do that. Trying to look at my calendar here. Let's do it in the middle of November. So like November 16th. I want to do that. So November 16th will be an awesome time to talk about dating and finances because we come up in the cuffing season if we're not already there yet. Go ahead on and shoot me an email at anthony@aboutthatwallet.com and I will definitely add you to the list. I give you the back end link so you can join me here live and we can actually have that lovely discussion because I'm curious to see what people think of. And I'm only going to take the first 10. So it should be fun. And I'm going to advertise it on Instagram and on my Twitter feed. So make sure you guys are contacting me, give me a DM. And I'm taking only the first 10. So it should be fun. Because I only can have 10 people on here at one time. Sorry, guys. It should be fun. Anyway, y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace.